Hello and welcome, Taurus, to your August 2023 horoscope. My name is Jeff Smith. I am your professional astrologer and your cosmic tour guide for all the cosmic weather that is going on for you in August. We're going to do things a little bit different here. But first, I wanted to talk to you about what we got going on in August. We've got a lot going on. There is a lot of crazy energy going on for all of us, especially us fixed signs. That is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. These are all trials and tribulations that we're going through. If you've watched your tarot readings, it also reflects in that. Even the freaking weekend readings reflect in that for all the fixed signs. So, this is part of the theme. We have two full moons this month, beginning of the month, at the end of the month, and right smack dab in the middle, we have a new moon in Leo. Okay? So, what we're going to do first is we're going to look at your chart. So, here we've got your solar chart here. And what I want to do first is pay attention to the retrogrades that are taking place and in the areas of your life that they're taking place. So, let's start right at the top. The ninth house, Pluto, is going to be bouncing in and out of Aquarius for quite a while. So, what that's asking you to do in your ninth house is get a different perspective on life, be a more grounded approach. You may have to, it's going to bounce from being grounded to being inventive, being grounded, being inventive. It's asking you to revisit these beliefs that you have, okay? Now, the 11th house is all about groups and friends and working with the collective, and this is in Pisces. These two planets, Saturn and Neptune, are retrograde, and they're weakened here. Saturn's weakened in Pisces a little bit, and it's retrograde, asking you to get perspective on how you communicate your feelings, giving love and receiving love. 11th and 5th house axes. And then we've got Neptune in its own sign, which is strong, but it's retrograde. So this is, again, how do I give and receive love? Why is this so frustrating for me in order to get it? You don't have to fight to get it. You need to go with the flow and lift the illusion, lift the veil. That's what Neptune is, this deceptive kind of foggy energy. And it's asking you to use your spirituality most of all. Now let's shift to the retrogrades going on in your 12th house. We've got the nodes that are retrograde right now, and also Chiron, the wounded healer. And this is in Aries, right in your 12th house. This is about self-healing. You stepping into self-healing of some sort. Once you get some perspective on things, all right? So, I mean, all these retrogrades are at work for you to review the areas of your life. You know what I mean? And this one right here in your 12th house is a big deal. Even though a lot of astrologers don't count those retrogrades or whatnot, I don't care. The way that I do astrology, the North Node and Chiron is critical to your advancement in your life. And it also is as we go through month to month of our lives. So it's in Aries. We shifted from the Libra, Taurus, no, it was Scorpio and Taurus energy, and now it's shifted into Aries. It's taking action. But you can only do this yourself. And it's in your 12th house of your self-conscious, your subconscious, your inner workings. So it's time to clean out the closet. And then we have Venus retrograde in your 4th house. So a lot of things are going a little wonky in your home life, Taurus. That's okay. It's asking you to review that. What do I do? How do I, and it's in Venus. It has to do with relationships. And this is your focus this month. It's going to be moving from the 4th house, which is home and family, getting that working. Right at the beginning of the month, you've got a full moon here going against the grain. It's shaking. Uranus is shaking up things in your life in order for you to gain some perspective. And that's what these retrogrades lined up are doing. At the end of the month, we're going to have 8 planets and luminaries retrograde. So holy shit. So now what we're going to do is something a little bit different. Every month, in order to prepare for your horoscopes, I write out a calendar. Here it is right here. And I thought, instead of just dictating to you what's going on, I took a picture of it for this month, and I thought, you know what, I'll just walk them through the month. So this is what we're going to do. This is what I do every month and to prepare for the horoscopes to create for yous. And we're going to just go through the calendar day by day. All right. So if you notice, all the lunations take place on Wednesdays. We got the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. So all of this energy shifts midweek throughout the whole month. We had the full moon in Aquarius. That was highlighted in your your 10th house, which is career, maybe overdoing it, maybe too much, finding new ways to get this done. But you did. You got it done. Then we had the weekend energy. The weekend energy in August is going to be a lot more smoother. Midweek is going to be one hell of a energy change. Every week it's going to change. Fun, right? Okay, so we had that full moon in the 10th house, illuminating career balance between work and home. Could have been a lot of things going on. So as we move into this weekend, watch your freaking weekend report. Today we have the sun squared Jupiter. So, there may be a push and pull of things, things not really expanding, or it's asking you to find new ways to expand in some way. Then Monday we have the moon moving into your sign. That's going to be the 7th and the 8th. So that's when you're feeling emotionally more in tune. When the moon's in your sign, of course, you're going to be feeling more in tune with what you need. Then here we go with the second Wednesday. The moon moves into Gemini. Then we have Mars square Uranus. We're going to find out big news around that time on the world stage. A lot of things taking place on the world stage also. Okay? Then we move into the weekend. It's Cancerian energy. On Friday, the moon moves into Cancer. Then we have a nice trine between the moon and Saturn, so things kind of lighten up. The 12th, the 13th, and the 14th seem like a good weekend, okay? We've got the sun conjunct Venus. Even though it's retrograde, that's a great aspect. And then we've got the sun moving into Leo. It's going to be a little challenging for you also. And then here we go. The energy shifts again. The sun is square Uranus on the 15th. So that's going to be, push and pull. Things being shook up. We're going to find some more things going on in the news. The world stage every week, there's going to be something different. Boom, 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 boom. Which leads us up to the new moon. The new moon is going to be happening in your 4th house. So we had the full moon on the 2nd in Aquarius, finding new ways to get through work, unexpected surprises, that kind of thing. And then we have the new moon in Leo. This is going to be a little bit of, with earth signs and fire signs, they're always going to be square each other. So this new moon is going to be a little bit challenging for you. It's going to be asking you to take action when you don't know which action to take. And I think with this new moon, you're going to have new ways to actually do that. New moons are an excellent time to plant the seeds of your desire. So get that moving, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of focus on home and work and working with other people and how you give and receive love. So this is all going to come to fruition around the 16th. So lay out your intentions. From the 2nd all the way to the 16th, you have opportunities to let go of a lot of these issues you've been carrying for months. You know what I mean? So then we move out of this energy, this new moon energy, and then the moon is opposite Saturn. So again, there's a frustrating energy. And then on the 18th, Friday, we finally get some solutions and take some actions. Then we got another nice weekend. The moon moves into balance Libra. So there's a lot of balancing energy there. We've got the 20th. The moon makes a sextile to Venus. That's a very opportunistic aspect. It's very lucky, I guess you could call it lucky. And then the moon moves into Scorpio. So it's going to be kind of like an emotionally intense start to the week. And then here we go. More world news. We're going to have Mars opposite Neptune. Duh, my mind just went bing. Did you ever have that happen to you? All right, Taurus. And then this is going to be another event on the world stage we're going to find out. It is action taking place. It is the veil permanently being pulled over. It's kind of like in The Wizard of Oz, how Toto was, trying to pull the curtain back. That's what's going to happen on the world stage the 22nd. Also in your personal life, we're going to be able to communicate a little bit more, and I hope we do, because on the 23rd, again, another wonky Wednesday, the sun moves into Virgo. Now it's going to be Virgo season. So now it's moving into a more harmonious time for you of the year because it's moving into a fellow earth sign. So now it moves better. You know what I mean? Now you're in trine with it. That's a harmonious energy. But we also have Mercury going retrograde on the 23rd. Ding, ding, ding. And Mercury is going to be retrograde from the 23rd all the way to September 14th. So 3 weeks from there, we don't want to start anything new projects, anything like that. We want to review. It's going back to the drawing board and getting it right. Okay? Then we have the moon moving into Sagittarius the 24th, Mars trine Pluto, more action being taken place. Then we've got the moon trine Venus on the 25th, good start to the weekend. And then here we go, the energy changes again. Mars moves into Libra. So it's trying to balance things out. It's taking action to balance things out on the 27th, but the sun is going to be opposite Saturn because the sun has moved into Virgo and it's moved into opposition to Saturn. So again, there's a frustrating energy there. Kind of weird start to the week, and then it ramps up. Then we've got the moon moving into Aquarius, and not only that, it's going to be conjunct Uranus, which is going to go retrograde on the 28th. Uranus is going to be retrograde from the 28th of August all the way to January 27th. So this shakeup that's been happening for you, Taurus, is going to kind of ease up. All right, we shook you up. What are you going to do about it? The moon makes a fast square to Jupiter, so Tuesday could have a couple glitches in it. But then we've got the other second full moon of the month on the 30th in Pisces, and that's going to be taking place in your 11th house of groups and working with other people and friends and all of that. There may be some emotional release there, but what I really look at is the 11th house. If it's happening in your 11th house, it's also happening in your 5th also. So those two axes, the 11th and the 5th houses, how do I give and receive love? This could be an outpouring of a releasing of emotions for you. So Taurus, this is going to be one hell of a month. Like it hasn't been enough for you already. But use this to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. It can be exhausting, but I'm going to tell you something. You need to change some things in your life, and you know it. And with these new and full moons activating your 10th, 11th, and 4th house, it's time to get your house in order so work will flow, the prosperity will flow, and you'll feel much better moving into the fall. Okay? Taurus, I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments below. Hang in there, Taurus. It gets easier. Trust me. All right. We will see you in September.